Rockville2069 is a rock musical album. Rock musical albums in general sell very well because they are propelled by the story. And being propelled by the story draws people in. So the question is, how are we going to do that in order to sell CDs? We've achieved quite a few milestones in this. For example, from a rock musical point of view, it's the first time in the world that something relevant such as techno dance music has been brought into a rock musical album. This was done because it's actually part of the story. We've basically taken the epicenter of rock music and its culture, which was Woodstock 1969. And the whole philosophy behind that was make love not war. And I've basically tested how this culture would really hang it out over the next 100 years. And although this is based on the 1969 Woodstock story, the story actually begins in 2069. So it really is taken into the future with a great sci-fi edge.
I came and I heard some of the material and it was absolutely amazing. And then I got a bit of a storyline and I was like, oh my goodness, this is epic, because it's really out there. It's quite different for a South African market.
The size of this is really, it's on a par with Les Miserables or Jesus Christ Superstar. It's fortunate to have the full symphony orchestra, plus a huge vocal cast, and a rock ensemble as well, with the best musicians that South Africa's got to offer. Tony Cox, Sean Johannes, Joseph Clark, Kevin Gibson, who tours the world with Jaluka and Savuka. And we've got them all here on this project. It's a tight South African international standard production. And I don't think anything of this size has been done recently in South African history.
But what struck me was the fact that it's a truly South African rock opera. And I thought that's fantastic, rather than copy what has gone down before and endless rehashes of well-known rock operas from the States or wherever else. I'd rather have a South African one, and I love the fact that this was original and it was South African.
I really have enjoyed this 3.5-year process, really. Something that's really close to my heart. So I think that this is going to take South Africa by storm. I think it's something really different.
This has really been quite a burning passion. I'm quite sure people are going to relate to the music, but moreover, get drawn into the story. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, the path we've taken is to take retro meets techno. And we actually came up with a unique graphic novel, which will be distributed at promos, giveaways, can also be rolled out to retailers when people purchase their CD. This is aimed at drawing people into the story and is quite unique. Furthermore, I think today with social media and other outlets, one can get the story out there. And I think if people relate to the story, they'll want to buy the music. People don't really get enough of it because it puts the whole emotion together of what's inside you as a person, and what you can't speak, you sing. And that's the whole essence of a musical. Put that together with some great rock music and you'll see why people will want to take it in all the time.